Good morning. How are you, all of you? Are you doing well? Good, 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 good. Okay, so I know we have a jam-packed kind of agenda today, and I don't have any notes or anything to go off of, but I have a lot going on in my brain. But the first thing I kind of wanted to go over was just the October kind of month in general. I know that we have the Invite Boot Camp going on right now, and I hope a lot of your coaches are taking advantage of that Joy and Callie are running. I'm really excited for them to do that for sure. I kind of want to make it a monthly thing where we have our up and coming leaders running small little groups like that to kind of empower them to kind of reinforce their skills because they do know what they're doing. So if you have coaches who are consistently hitting Success Club every single month, they know what to do with the business, I think that's a great group for them to run. Those small 10-day groups, get their feet wet, really put on their leadership pants, and just know that they can do it to go through with things. So I think that's a really great thing for them to be doing right now. That was Liesel's idea. So that was a great idea, Liesel. And I think it's going to be really beneficial for not just the team in general, but especially for those coaches to really step into that leadership role and not be looking to us as much for guidance, but just taking that group and running with it. The next thing in October is our sneak peek at the end of the month. I absolutely loved the format of the live videos. It was really easy. It was a lot less prep work, I felt like. It's nice to have that group then open for the rest of the month for as I have coaches interested or potential coaches interested, I can add them right in that group and say, hey, there's 5 videos in there. Would you watch them if I added you to this group? And a lot of people are on, yeah, absolutely. So they're in there, they're going to watch the videos, and I'm following up with them. It's a lot easier of a process, I feel like, to add them in there and just watch those videos, of course, and then talk to them individually about the coaching opportunity. But I really liked it last month. Liesel, did you try it last month with your team or no? No? Are you going to try it this month, you think?
Yeah, we're definitely going to this month. It was just one of those things where I don't know, we just got weirded out by the amount of time we had to prepare it, but really we should have just done it because there's no prep at all.
At all.
So, but we're definitely going to do it this month for sure.
Yeah, and if you want added,
and I think
if you want added into the group that we did last month, I can add you, and you can add any of your coaches in there.
You were in there, good. And I saw Jen's too, so I know what to do.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I know what I did was for the people who did the videos, like Amanda did a video. I asked Jen if I could add them into her sneak peek, and I was like, hey, here's your topic. Go find that video in there, watch it, so you kind of know what to talk about. And then they did their own. So you can do the same for your ladies that you want to have do.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Are you running yours on the 19th or the 26th?
Let me look at my calendar. It's the 25th.
The 20, yeah. Okay.
25th.
So you're doing it. And then are you kicking training off on 31st? Or are you waiting till...
I'm going to look. I have to look ahead in November, but I think it's probably going to be on the 31st.
Okay, that's what I had down for me too.
Yeah, just because of Thanksgiving in November.
Oh yeah, then you'll get done before that. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Okay, cool.
So, I don't want them to have to do a whole bunch of work over Thanksgiving,
Right, yeah. Yeah, no one wants to.
No, exactly. Well, they're just not going to be motivated to. So that's the other thing. So that's what I'm thinking ahead to for it. Okay. Those were the 2 big things that I had on the call. Oh, next thing, Super Saturday on the 29th. So the 29th, we will not have a diamond call on the 29th. Super Saturday is there. If you guys, Amanda, are you going to the Pittsburgh Super Saturday? Can you post in the team page saying you're going to the Pittsburgh Super Saturday? Anybody in the Pittsburgh area, you'd love to meet up with them while we're there, because I think that's what holds back a lot of people is the fear of going by themselves. But if they knew they were going to meet a teammate, it would be a lot easier. And I know we have a lot of Pittsburgh-based coaches there. So, and Lisa, are you planning to go to one somewhere in Virginia? No.
actually going to Chicago that weekend to see my sister. So I'm not going to go. No.
Just
But
encourage
I
you
only
to
had
do it.
like 38 hours in Chicago with her. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe if I'm in Chicago. But I'm not going to. I have to just enjoy my sister time.
No,
So.
absolutely. I don't blame you at all. I would encourage you to do that for sure. But that was all that was on October's game plan. Do you guys have any, yeah. Do you guys have any questions about October at all? Anything going on? Okay. Next thing on the list was the team spirit competition. So this is going to be really cool. Really, really cool. So I looked at this FAQ and I kind of dove into it a little bit, and they're still working out some details. But what I discovered about it was you have one like leader of your team, and then you have everybody else register underneath of that leader of the team. And then you earn points. It's just like, it's usually in the month of October or November, they do a fall classic, which is like another team cup month. And in lieu of that, they're doing this year. And this, you still earn points the same way as you would in like a cup month. So your Success Club points count toward things, but it's not just Success Club points, it's Core de Force Challenge Pack sales and Success Club points, I believe. And then you're winning prizes that are, I think it's a hoodie, a Core de Force tank, like prizes that I would actually want, actually. So you also earn points for team spirit. So one Success Club point equals one team spirit point. Double the point unlock if the team spirit points, if the customer coach that generated accepts the invitation to the challenge group using the My Challenge Tracker app, and then they log at least 4 workouts with photo or 4 Shakeology logs with photo using the My Challenge Tracker app. So what they would do was, if you have a customer get 2 Success Club points with the challenge pack purchase, when they accept the invitation and go into your challenge group in the My Challenge Tracker app, and then log 4 workouts and 4 Shakeologies, instead of just 2 spirit points, you get 4. So that's what that means. And then whenever you go in here, you also, I'm looking for the one with the hashtags. Okay, it's Team Spirits. Where the heck is that? You have to hashtag a certain thing on your post, and then corporate will recognize the team with the most spirit in it or whatever. And there's specific hashtags you have to put with your posts whenever you talk about your team. Am I looking to win this in general? It'd be pretty awesome if we could. But I think the bigger thing with this is just to really unify your team in the last quarter. Corporate knows it's a slow time, and I think that they're doing everything they can to really unify the teams in the last quarter. So the FAQ number on this, if you even just go in and type in, I think I just typed in Team Spirit, and then the Team Spirit competition will come. It's the November 2016 promotion. It's FAQ 1726. How I took it was, you need to have at least 20 people, I believe, on your team. There's one person as like the leader, and then you guys all work together as a huge team instead of just a team of 4 or a team of 3. Here's what I thought was interesting about this. You can be with any team you want. It does not have to be in your downline. So I don't know what, like your 20, at least 20 people don't have to be within your downline. So I don't know how that's going to work. I was kind of waiting to share this with our team to hear what like Melanie was planning on doing, because like strengthen numbers a little bit, because the dream team is so big. But I think it's important for us to do this as a team, just us, to really develop that culture, even if we are smaller, to really help us go into this last quarter unified and working together instead of just this huge team. I feel like we'll get lost in the numbers, or especially like our downline coaches won't see the significance being a part of a team that is so big. They don't feel like they're really making that big of an impact. Does that make sense?
So would it be like, say you were the team leader, and then 20 of us, or 20 challengers or
No,
whatever?
20 of it's only coaches going
Okay.
to the team spirit competition. The challengers help you earn points.
Okay.
It's just like a team cup month, except your team is just bigger.
Okay.
So do you guys like the idea
But
of just
like the bigger the team, like
Yes.
is it like the bigger the team, the better though?
Yeah.
Because
you have more points
strength
going
in
into the
numbers.
pot? Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's something I think that we need to do as Classically Fit then.
I think so too.
Everybody in your
Mhm.
downline, Allie.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think it would be a great, like I said, even though would we have a better shot at earning points with Melanie or teaming up with Legacy? Absolutely. But I think the culture and the mentality and the mindset and to get that unified front going into the last quarter, I think we need to do it as just our smaller team. So, and I think that's something that could really bring us all together. So I think that's what we need to do. So I'll really dive into this FAQ. I'm going to actually listen to Melanie's call on Monday, which she's going to be having Joel from Core to Force on there talking about it. So I'm going to encourage everybody to get on there. But I want to listen to what she has to say and what her game plan is for that, just to kind of hear, because she always does a good job at explaining things to make sure I'm on track with how to explain it to you guys too. And then I'll talk about it on the big team call on Thursday, because registration happens on the 17th. So we still have a little bit of time, but I want to make sure the team's aware of it. And I think it would be a great way to kind of pull some coaches out of the woodwork a little bit as well. And I know for me, when I was a downline coach in a team, I felt like I wasn't able to contribute to my Star Diamond upline. Whenever Val was my Star Diamond upline, I felt like I was never able to help her, whenever I had somebody in the middle of us. And I think this is a great way for coaches who necessarily don't have great upline support to feel like they are actually contributing to the team and a part of the team for sure. So I think it'll be a really good thing. So are you guys cool with that?
We could even, how like during cup months we like cup within the cup, like on our team.
Yeah.
We could even do like a team spirit. Like we could be working for the Beachbody one like as a Classically Fit team, but we could also do like each individual team somehow, like all of our coaches
we could
have competition with one another even.
You could
Like, I don't
for
know.
sure.
I don't know if that's just a lot of extra work or like it would rile everybody up a little more. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to think about it. We have a lot of blues, so I don't know if that would be helpful or hurtful. I don't you know what I mean? I don't know. And just Amanda, I was just thinking, because I know I saw Amanda and Joy are running coach training this month, and it's kind of like womp womp, like nobody's participating. But there's also very clear red personalities in there, very clear blue personalities. Your red personalities are just going to do it, may not post about it, just make sure that they are. Where your blue personalities aren't going to do it unless they see somebody else do it first. So encourage your red personalities to post in the group after they do it, and then your blue personalities will be reassured that they're not the only ones doing it.
Okay. I've messaged all of them, and the one said it was a crazy week and she's gonna look at it on the weekend. And the other one, she's blue, she's gonna do it, and I kind of was like, rah rah, you're great.
Yeah.
So she's doing it. And then the other one doesn't want to make any money. She wants to like just help people, and so I don't know. I don't know about that one. So
it's always interesting to me. It's like you have no motivation to make any money. What?
And her like trying to sell her house, and she has a little baby. Like I don't understand, but that's fine.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, then you always have to approach things like, I understand you want to help people. This is the best way to help people.
Yeah.
Like these are the steps you need to take. And if you really want to let people have the most success in a challenge group, they need to have the challenge pack with Shakeology to guarantee one great meal per day in their crazy life. Like just make sure you kind of go that route with them. Always back up what you're doing with, this is the best way to help people if that's your goal. Because it truly is.
Yeah.
If you really want them to be successful. So that's what I have with the team spirit competition. I just wanted to like chat with you guys about it, so you knew about it, so you knew to look into it, and knew that I was definitely planning something for it. It's just we still have time. It's only October 8th. registration is not till the 17th, but I wanted you guys to just be aware of it. And it's not even happening until November. But I think it could be a really great thing to push in November to really get our teams motivated and really clear. I'm actually excited for them to get like, remember how they have like a website where you can go and view the prizes, register. Once they have that up and running, it'll be a lot more clear on things. FAQs are always like mind numbing to me. I'm just like, I just zone out whenever I read FAQs. Okay, next thing on the list. Last quarter goals. So I know a lot of us are working toward really big goals in this last quarter, and myself included. We're all pushing. Last quarter is that time where you kind of have to like put your money where your mouth is, because you've been working all year, and then you kind of can go both ways. You can go to the point of, oh my gosh, this isn't going to happen, and you have huge defeat. Or you can go the route of, I'm going to push everything I can to try to make this happen, and we're going to get there. You can go one of two ways, and you pick which way you want to go. I encourage you to always take the way of, let's push as hard as we can to make this happen by the end of the year. Because even if you fall short by your goal, your push is not going to be wasted. It's going to benefit everything that you do in the new year in 2017. So with that said, as we are pushing toward our goals, it's so key for you guys just to stay focused. It's so key for you guys to dial into your vital behaviors. It's so key to then, as soon as you get to Success Club, help your coaches get to Success Club, help them with recruiting questions, all of those things. Okay. Like Lisa, I know that you're wanting your diamonds to get there. So I would be telling them, every single week. I know Jen hasn't gotten to the recruiting point in our Elite Push group, but I would be telling them, you need to be posting about the business every single day. I would be having a one-on-one call with them saying, where's your list of 25 things that you love about the business? Where's your list of 10 common objections? And I would be going over those things with them and saying, you need to be posting them now. Every single day, work that into your posting repertoire, because it's going to be really beneficial for them to do that now. And then when we get to that point in the training, like Amanda, you're in that training. When we get to that point in the training, they're going to be able to really already have that under their belt. They're going to be able to refine it. And it's going to be reinforced. What you told them is going to be reinforced by Jen. And since Jen's not their upline, they'll be more apt to do it because it's coming from somebody totally different. So that is whenever I have one-on-one calls with my pushers, with my people who have kind of my goals in their hands a little bit, I always give them tips for how they need to be running their business to make those goals a reality. And I know you're doing that, both of you. It's just a matter of getting it there and making it happen. So let's really push as we go through. And if you guys need in one-on-one calls, message me. We will set up a one-on-one call for the month and really talk about strategy toward the end of the year for sure. I know I'm having a one-on-one call with Joy tomorrow. We're going to get coffee and we're going to have a one-on-one call. So make sure if you have local coaches, meet up with them if you're able to. It's so much better to do things face-to-face and really talk about it. And I know for me, when I was in your position this time last year pushing for goals, I remember being nervous to meet up with coaches individually. And I always had this fear that they were going to quit for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. I just realized this the other day. And I always hated one-on-one calls because I'm a blue and I hate controversy and I hate upset and I hate when people are having a hard time. And I tend to shy away from it and I just push it off. But you'll find that whenever you get together with your coaches, you're going to reignite their passion and you're going to let them know that they're capable of doing it and they're going to work harder. And I always try to think of it in terms of me and how I just love to know that I'm not forgotten about by my upline, to make sure that you're messaging them, letting them know hey, where are you at? What are you doing? How are things going? Did you see the tank promotion I put in our coaching page? How's that Success Club Cole going this month? Let them know that you have not forgotten about them and their goals, regardless of how many new coaches you're bringing in per month, regardless of if they count for you for elite points or not, that you have not forgotten about them and their progress in this business and their goals. That's really important as you are going toward, as you're growing your business and as you're onboarding new people, is to make sure your old coaches don't feel forgotten about, to make sure that they know that you're still in it with them and you're still rooting for them. Now, a lot of that comes with self-empowerment, and they need to realize that it's their business, not yours, and all of those things. But it's very nice for them to realize that you have not forgotten about them and that you're still caring about their goals. So, roundabout way of saying, you are able to do anything you set your mind to in these next quarters. I would be getting on one-on-one calls a lot with my coaches who are my diamond potentials. If you're pushing for Premier, 2-star, if you're pushing for Star Diamond, Elite, whatever your goal is, I would be doing like weekly one-on-one calls with those coaches. And I would tell them individually, like, hey, this is where we're at as a team. And I really want you to be one of my 5 or one of my 2, or I really want to qualify our team for the New Leader Conference. And if we qualify for that New Leader Conference, I'm going to be able to bring us back a wealth of information to share to our team. You know, always put that team first, and know that they're going to benefit from your success as you move forward. You know, I laughed so hard when we were in Destin and I had my beach bag at the beach, and Lisa was like, I was just reaping the benefits of being an elite team, and I put my sunglasses in your bag and my phone in your bag on the beach. I was like, hey, that is awesome. And it made me laugh so hard, but it was so true. You know, there are so many things that benefit you guys as an elite team, because I think every single one of you at some point I've called the diamond line for, to get answers, actual people to help one of your coaches or somebody in our downline. That's a huge perk of being an elite team, of being somebody that has that clout, I guess you could say. If you went to Summit, you guys were able to go to elite events with me. You guys were able to see, you know, that from that side of things. And I think it's important for you guys to make sure, as you're talking to your team, whatever your goals are, just make sure they understand the importance of that Star Diamond rank, of a Premier, Elite, the New Leader Conference, all of those things. And let's back up for a second. Let's talk about New Leader Conference. I know that wasn't on our agenda, but I want to make sure we touch on it, because that's something that every single person in this group is capable of getting to. It's in February. The requirements for that are 2-star diamond. I think it's by December 31st. So back up 6 weeks from there. You need to hold that for 6 weeks. So you're looking mid-November to get your 2-star. And it's something that every single person in here is capable of doing. And another benefit that we kind of forget about, because I don't think anybody in here is really driven by money too much, or it's just something that we, you know, it's a nice perk, but we do this for bigger reasons. But if you hold that 2-star for 6 weeks, you also qualify for the 2-star bonus in the last quarter, which are about $800 to $1,000 that you could qualify for. So that's another added perk. But the New Leader Conference is an amazing event to try to get to. You don't have to be elite. You don't have to be Premier. You need 2-star diamond by the end of the year. And it's a 2-day, 2-night, 3-day, 2.5-day conference in California. It was amazing last year when I went. They bring in amazing speakers. It is just a great atmosphere to be a part of. It's a smaller conference. It's for that group of people who aren't quite like full-blown leaders yet going to leadership in California, but aren't just a diamond rank, aren't just a brand new diamond. It's that in-between stage, which all of you guys would be perfect to go to that. You're going to reap the benefits of all the training they have there for you. And it's a great way to mix and mingle and really meet people who are in the same place as you are in business right now. So that should be on everybody's radar in here, is that New Leader Conference, 2-star by the end of the year. And, you know, same thing, talk to those people who are in your group. Really, you know, not coddle them, but just make sure they know that you're supporting them and they know what the next business goal for them is and the next business milestone. And if their spouse isn't signed up, encourage them to sign up their spouse. That's something that if they're in this to build a business, they want their spouse signed up, because the residual income that will come through their spouse's account can be huge. So make sure that if they know that if they have a spouse, they need to get them signed up. And not only that, it's beneficial for where they're at in their business right now, to Success Club points, new program, Shakeology packets to send to people for samples. Great benefits are there too for signing up their spouse. And I think everybody on this call used their husband to get themselves a diamond. So that's something to also put in there as well. Questions for me on New Leader Conference? It's something that is so key. I think it's going to be so awesome for you guys to push for that. If that's not your year-end goal, it should definitely be added to the list, or definitely something there to qualify for. Next thing I had on the list. Okay, so I'm trying something new this month with my customers, and it's going really, really well. And I wanted to give it a few weeks before I brought it to the whole team. But I can share it with you guys now, because you guys can take it and not be overwhelmed by it. You can take it and just have it as an idea. So I am constantly added into all these different like shopping groups on Facebook, constantly. And two of my very good friends here are LuLaRoe consultants. So I avidly contribute to their business because I actually really love LuLaRoe and stuff. But I am in their shopping pages where they post their inventory, where people go to shop every single week. And what I love about their groups, not the fact that they take all my money from LuLaRoe stuff, but I love their groups because of the interaction that they have within their customers in there. And the people in these groups, they're doing things, they're just sharing pretty much their life in this customer group, but they're letting people know how their products are affecting them. Like they're showing people like, hey, show me how you're wearing your leggings today. Like just very interactive things. And I was thinking about this and I was like, well, how in the world could I do something similar for my customers for Beachbody? Because we run our challenge groups and I felt like sometimes it was just 30 days and then it was like, okay, you're done. Nowhere for you. And especially with our groups run through the My Challenge Tracker app, I love it. I love being able to see when they've logged, how much they've logged, all of those things. But I feel like it's not as personal. I feel like it kind of lacks that personal touch. And I know corporate's working on it to get live videos in there and everything, but I love the ease of running my challenge groups through there. So I'll never go back to Facebook. But I was thinking, and I made it's just my locker room group, and I turned it into more of a customer group. So whenever I send people their challenge group information, they're like, yeah, I definitely want to do this with you. I was like, great, you're going to be added into the app. I'm going to add you into that. Just go download this. You'll get an invitation. I'm also adding you into my customer only group where I post weekly or daily tips, motivation. I'm going to be doing a giveaway every single week in there, but the giveaway is going to be Beachbody stuff. Maybe one week it'll be a tank and a packet of Energize. It'll be a tank and a couple packets of Shakeology. Like just something to kind of get our products out there again, but to also reinvigorate my old customers. So I'm going to be sending out a customer newsletter with that Facebook group link in there and go, hey, if you would like some added support, go into my customer only group where I'm going to be, like I just did a live video in there every day and it was like chips to stay on track when you go out to eat this weekend. Thirsty Thursday recipes. So I'm going to have a daily theme. So it's going to be like meal plan Monday, Taco Tuesday, or Transformation Tuesday. But this is a great way for me to share challenger victories too, right? And an audience that are all going through that same stuff. Wednesday is going to be Win It Wednesday, where we'll do our giveaways. Thursdays are going to be Thirsty Thursdays, where we're going to talk about water or like skinny cocktail recipes or coffee. Like my video on Thursday this week was to coffee or not to coffee. Like, is it okay? Is it not okay? Friday is going to be just some type of weekend tip, maybe like a flex Friday. But their Win It Wednesday is going to be like, hey, you don't have to do anything. Just drop a picture below of you flexing, and then you'll be entered into the drawing for this prize. Easy stuff where they don't have to buy anything. They've already bought something from me. That's why they're in this customer group. So just daily support, just fun, interactive, to make sure that they're being supported so that whenever other Beachbody coaches are messaging them saying like, hey, do you want to come join my challenge group? They can say, oh, I'm already working with a coach and she's great. So does that sound like something that you guys could implement or benefit from? My people in there are really enjoying it. They're loving the live videos. They're commenting on them. They're watching them. Even if they're not live with it yet, they're watching it. And I think as long as I'm consistent every single week with getting things in there, they'll enjoy it. Do you guys like the sounds of that? Yeah, it's going really, really well. And I'm actually really enjoying it. And like little things I'm going to wrap off, like extra 21-day fix containers. Like how many programs do we get with those? And I don't need 15 things of containers, but challengers, they lose them. They move and all of a sudden they vanish. They forget them at work. They ruin them. So little things like that, I feel like are beneficial to them. And it's a great way I feel like it's a safer environment to talk about your products in a little bit because they've all experienced them and they're all wanting to get them. And I want to keep it going really well because then, hey, if you're interested in Core to Force, drop your email below and I'll make sure you're on my first email that goes out with the Core to Force information, like those types of things. So I think it would be a great thing to just have that constant group of my customers together at a great holding place for those people who I know would eventually make great coaches, but I want to make sure I'm supporting them and not just a challenge group setting. And it's also a great place for me to say like, hey, I have another challenge group kicking off. Remember, you need your Shakeology and your program. If you're ready to go, message me or comment below and we'll chat. Just a great way for me to just pull from my customers so that when they're ready, meeting them where they're at so that when they're ready, they can just jump right back into a challenge group if they're ready. Okay. Does that sound good to you guys? It's going great so far. And I encourage you to do this by yourself. Don't do it with your team because I know my first locker room, I did it with my team, but I only had like 2 coaches and it got way too big, way too fast. And now I can't imagine doing a locker room group with everybody on Classically Fit. So that's one of those things where you have to see the vision and know your team is going to get bigger and you're going to have to do it by yourself even if it starts off smaller. So I encourage you to do that by yourself. And it was a great thing too for like my next group doesn't start till the 17th. So people who are purchasing challenge packs this week, but their group doesn't start till the 17th, they're already plugged into that VIP customer page or my locker room group. And they're able to get that support right away until I make the group on the My Challenge Tracker app. Okay. Does that sound good for everybody? I just wanted to make sure I shared that with you guys. And I'll be sharing that with our team in the next couple weeks after I get my footing in there because I want to be able to share everything that I'm doing with them. But yeah, I'm planning on then posting a schedule of when I'm going live, the topics I'm going live with, just really trying to get my customers more engaged and really giving them, a good experience as one of my customers, whether they're current, recurring, an old customer, all of those things. Do you guys have questions for me on that? It's pretty straightforward. Okay, next thing we had on there. Okay, in your Diamond Insight email that you guys get at the beginning of every single month, they talk about things in there. And I usually don't look at things in there. I know that's terrible, but I don't. But they had something in there. Kim Carver, we heard him speak in Destin. He's amazing. Everybody will be hearing him speak here soon. Just got word of that this morning, so that's exciting. But they are doing an initiative here at Beachbody. Kim is behind it. If you haven't heard Kim speak before, he's amazing. He's done Rising Stars calls in the past. I've heard him speak live. He's fantastic. He really lets you develop and he really helps you develop that entrepreneur mindset, not just employee, not just Beachbody coach, but entrepreneur. And he does a fantastic job explaining it. And he is doing the initiative called the First 30. And it's the first 30 days as a coach, and then the next 30, and then the next 30. So it'd encompass your first 90 days as a coach. And it's a great resource for us to have as coaches. So I encourage you to go and look in your Diamond Insight. I think that's what it's called, is it Diamond Insider. And it's the very first thing where you look in there, introducing the First 30, Q&A with Kim Carver, all about it. And it is going to be so good. Finally, they always listen to us and see what we're doing. They realize that we need a better onboarding system. They were looking at the numbers. They realized we have all these coaches signing up and then 30 days later, they're all canceling their account. Well, why? Why are they canceling? Why do we have these people wanting to start their business and then all of a sudden cancel it? Well, we know most of it, that's skewed a little bit because a lot of people sign up for the discount and then cancel the discount. But for the people who don't do that, for the people who are doing this business, they wanted to make sure that they were doing their job as a team Beachbody, giving them the support that they needed to be successful. So they're going to be receiving an email from as soon as they get their sign up stuff, where they can go and they watch certain videos and it walks them through certain things. And I highly encourage you to what is this? The first 30 minutes as a coach, the first 30 hours as a coach, the first 30 days as a coach. And this is, what they need to be doing. And it is so cool. And I encourage you to go read all about it. And I want you to have that in your brain a little bit. We're not going to talk too much about it, but I wanted you to have it in your brain that this is coming through from corporate. And I think it's a really, really great initiative. So make sure you read about it. Make sure you're familiar about it. I just didn't want the first time you heard it would be like next February or something. Be like, well, what the heck is this? Like, it's coming. It's going to be great. Make sure you know about it. Next thing on there, I didn't want to spend too much time. I know Lindsay and Lisa wanted to know more about compensation plan. Okay. And compensation plan can be hard to understand, right? And you can go and you can try to look at the compensation plan for what was I going to say? You can try to go look at the compensation plan in like the policies and procedures, and it doesn't make any sense, right? You can go and read it, and they're talking about fast start bonuses and 30-day Shakeology bonuses, and you have no clue what it means. So I'm going to screen share with you guys one of my commission stubs from whenever I first started coaching, but and walk you through what each of the things mean. I know I've done a call on this before, but it'll just be easier for me to do it right now. So this is your commission subtotals. So if you go to the My Business tab, My Commissions, and then My Weekly Commissions, you can click there and you can look at your weekly commissions. And then whenever you go to that page, it'll bring up a whole big list long of everything you made that week. When you click on your total for the week, this opens up and it gives you a breakdown of your individual earnings for the week. So when you look at this, the reason it says, well, it's commissions, but the reason they put them in bonus points whenever they use the leadership ladder, that's why it's like BP instead of commissions. It's because we have Canadian coaches too. So that's why it's not in dollars or anything like that. It's always in bonus points because their currency is different for it. So that's why anything for like leadership ladder is always in 1,000 bonus points, not $1,000, because they have a different currency. So retail commission, this is anything you sell and you earn your 25% commission from. So this right here is a Shakeology Home Direct order, $32.49. When you get here, you can also click on that. I know you probably aren't going to be able to see that. Well, yeah, okay, you can. So this was a lead that bought Shakeology. You can open it up right there. You can see everything about them. And then you can also look and you can click on the customer right here. It'll open up. You can't see the box, but the little box opens up and it brings up all of their information, their last order details, everything in there, okay? You can always go back to there. Subscription commission, your Team Beachbody Club members. Anytime that they have their membership recycles, you get a 40% commission on that. So club members are good to have in your organization. You make quite a bit of money off of their club membership. Team cycle bonus. I'm Emerald coach here. Earned a $14 cycle bonus for something. That's your team cycle bonus. Whenever you click on that, you can see how many cycles you actually went through. And it's really confusing to look at, but when you click on that, you can see. Matching bonus. Matching bonus is you earn a matching bonus from Beachbody. You earn, as a diamond coach, you earn 10% off of your team's cycle bonuses. So if I were to have, let me go back and try to find a commission where Matt was starting to earn cycle bonuses. We'll go to something a little bit more substantial. Of course, it's not going to be there. Oh, excuse me, burping over here. Yeah, okay, so matching bonus right here. Okay, $7. When you click on that, it's going to open up. It's going to tell you who you made a matching bonus off of. So if you see, Matt made a $28 team cycle bonus as a diamond coach. That was my rank. As a diamond coach, I earned 10% of a bonus from that. So I got $2.80 off of Matt's cycle bonus. Same with Julie, same with Aaron, okay? You earn a 10% commission. I think as an Emerald coach, it's either 5% or 8%. I can't remember what, for it to be paid out on that. So cycle bonuses, as your team grows, you earn a 10% matching bonus on their cycle bonuses, okay? Showcase pack bonus. Showcase pack, I believe, is whenever they purchase, I've only ever gotten this once. there is a challenge pack option available where they can purchase all the hottest programs. So it's 21 Day Fix, PiYo, and Max 30 all together with Shakeology. And it's like $225 for everything. They save a crap ton of money with it. If you have somebody who is seriously coming into the business for a business, that might be a great one for them to start with. I would imagine they're going to be changing out the programs in that showcase pack, but that's quite a bit of a commission on that. So that's why it's a completely separate category, where it's a pretty pricey challenge pack. Direct Upline Sponsor Showcase Pack Bonus. I have no idea what that is. So I'm not even going to try to explain to you what that is, but I'm not sure what that is. Your Fast Start Bonus is your challenge pack commissions. Your challenge pack commissions come in this Fast Start bonus right here. That's all your challenge pack. Fast Start Plus bonus. This is whenever you sign up. This is where it gets a little hard to understand. This is whenever signing up discount coaches or coaches is pretty beneficial. You get this extra $100 when you have 5 new coaches enroll consecutively with Shakeology Home Direct. So, for example, you can do this in any combination. You can get this in any number of ways. If you sell 5 challenge packs in 1 week with 5 discount coaches or 5 coaches, you would get your commissions from your challenge packs and also get your Fast Start bonus of $100. Okay? Here's the kicker with that. It doesn't have to be 5 in 1 week. It just has to be 5 consecutive. So you can sell 1 discount coach 1 week, another week, another week. Over a span of 5 weeks, as long as the weeks are consecutive, you get this $100 bonus. Does that make sense? So if you aim to sign up 1 discount coach a week with a challenge pack, at the end of those 5 consecutive weeks, you would get a $100 bonus. Okay? Doesn't have to be discount coach. It could just be coach. We'll just say coach. You can sign it up in any combination of that. So you can do 5 all in 1 week. You can do 1 every week for 5 weeks. You could do 2 1 week, 2 another week, and then 1. You can do 3 in 1 week, 2 in 1 week. As long as you do it 5 in a row and you don't miss a week in between, you'll get the $100 Fast Start Plus bonus. Does that make sense? Okay. That's a big thing. I know that was a huge motivator for me whenever I first started coaching. So I was like, oh, Success Club 10, easy. Let's get this done consecutively so I can get an extra $100 in my paycheck. Like, it's one of those things where if you know how to work it, you can earn a little bit of extra money. And who doesn't want an extra $100, right? This is also a great motivator for people who are hesitant to sign up discount coaches for whatever reason. So this is a great motivator for them to see that it's okay to sign up discount coaches. You're also getting a benefit from this, and it's very easy to then cancel as you go through. So, Lisa, did that help clear things up? Did you have a specific question about one?
No, like Lindsay and I were just like kind of talking like personally, how we could really,
how you can maximize your commissions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like from our own, like, cause I mean, honestly, we both kind of were just talking about like how our commissions have been in the tank lately.
Yeah.
Which it's a direct effect because it's on our team. I mean, our team.
And that's corporate wide. That's corporate wide.
Our team's just
volume's just low.
Yeah. So we were just trying to kind of like, we were just chatting about like, she asked me like, how do you maximize your commissions? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, don't ask me that. I hate that talk. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like lost in the commission talk. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just something that I'm not good at explaining to other people, but
because you're not driven by it. It's a nice side effect of what you do.
And I mean, since I started, I'm like, oh wow, an extra. Like when I saw Fast Start bonus as a new coach, I was just like, oh cool, I got an extra $100. I don't know how, but I did, so that's cool. Mm-hmm. But honestly, like even like that Fast Start bonus, the Fast Start Plus, I mean that like needs to motivate my new coaches. That's like another way to motivate them to sign up discount coaches.
Absolutely.
So I need to start talking about that more for sure. Cause
and you can earn that like in any, like
an extra $100, like that's big. That's
huge. Well, like not only that,
for me, that would be nice to have an extra $100, but like That's really big. So,
well, like not only that, Lisa, it's one of those things too, like that it doesn't have to happen just once every 5 weeks.
right.
Like
Right.
it can be any combination. You just can't you can't go like sign up 3 coaches in 1 week, skip a week, and then you start over.
It could
So,
just
like,
be like one a week,
it
which
can be 1 a week.
help. Like if
Mhm.
you tell them that, like builds like consistency for them too, like to have a goal every week, like to sign up one challenger,
Yeah.
like that's cool. So
Yeah, absolutely. So that's just something to keep in mind. And as far as like team cycle bonus, that residual income, that's just going to come from your team just being consistent and making sure that they are maximizing their volume. Another way that you guys can maximize your volume is to make sure that, for me, I used to always, never give people the option of just the program. I would always give them the option of just the challenge pack. And if they couldn't do it, it was like, okay, well, maybe eventually you'll be able to. Now I'm giving them the option of just the program, especially, well, I let me say that a little different. It's not for everybody. For people who I know are just being crazy and not buying the challenge pack because for whatever reason, I don't offer them just the program. But for example, like whenever one of my parents' friends comes to me and they're like, I really am interested in this, I always give them like, okay, we have option A or option B. And they go always usually for just the program. Whenever I have somebody come in and just want the program, like I have an email in my inbox right now, is one of my aunt's friends actually. The only reason they want to work with me is because they get that extra workout with Country Heat when they order through a coach. Totally fine. Like I don't want to have to push a challenge group on them if that's not what they want at this point in their life. But what I will have them do is I will have them buy it through Matt's account because we'll still get the commission, but it'll also benefit my week leg volume. That sale. Okay. So that's just, it's just being smart about that kind of stuff. And just know that it takes time to build that volume and it's,
oh, I know. Well, Lindsay was like, I don't know, like my commissions are just like down. I'm like, yeah, because our teams aren't. We're just not producing volume like we had been, and that's why. I mean, that's
October was a challenge. September was a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest chunk of my paycheck is from my team bonus. So
me too.
At this point, so.
And remember, like it when your new coaches start off, that's why, like, for new coaches, I don't spend a lot of time explaining team cycle bonuses to them because they're not going to see the benefit of that. So, but they will see the benefit of like the Fast Start Plus bonus. They're going to see the benefit from that right away. And I would pull up a commission tab from whenever you first started, especially like on a one-on-one call, and say like, hey, this is what I was making as an Emerald coach. This is what I was making at this point, and this is how you can earn this money. Like, this is what this means. These are the lives. This is how many people. This is what it was. This is what the challenge packs were, and just some like red personalities, they'll eat that up. They would love seeing all that stuff. For me, I'm like, I'm only a blue dominant personality by like 2%. I eat that stuff up. I love seeing numbers. I love seeing that. I'm very driven by that. So it's just a matter of understanding what works with each of your coaches.
Right.
Did that help you a little bit, Lisa?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Good.
Definitely.
Good.
I think it's in my head that when I talk about it, I don't make sense, but I probably do. I don't know. I just I don't know. I like how you brought up that old stuff though. I think that helps because it breaks it all down.
Yeah. And like whenever you talk to your new coaches about it, it's so easy to be like, but look, like now, like I'm not selling and I'm making, the same or if not more money because of this great thing. But they're like, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think Bonnie Engel said on a call, you have to meet people where they are to take them where you want them to go. So right now you have to meet your coaches at the bulk of their paychecks that are going to be commissions until they really get their feet wet those first few months and start building a team and actually even earn a team cycle bonus for them, that to even be showing up in their commissions tab for them to even question you about it. Like, whoa, what's this extra $14?
Yeah.
They have to actually see that benefit before you can really explain it to them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. Any other questions before we wrap up a little bit? Okay. All right. I think we're good to go then. Thanks for taking the time to hop on, ladies, and I hope it was helpful. All right. We'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.